Good morning, everyone. How are you? Okay, so today I don't have to shout a lot. Yesterday the room was very long and I was shouting and lost my voice. Okay, so I would request people who are sitting behind can come forward so that I can talk to you really personally, and that's what I love to do always, right? So take the hot seats for sure. Okay, so a quick understanding, just to know you as an audience and so that I can deliver my best. What are you into? Are you a startup? Okay. A service agency, it can be any sort of service agency. A freelancer, content writer, marketer. Okay, perfect. Good audience. Okay, so how many of you are already building your personal brand, have around 5 to 10,000 followers or something like that? You have it. How many? Okay. So you have a community of 5,000 people. That's great. Awesome. Which is equivalent to a lakh followers, I would say. Right? Okay. So I have 60 minutes and I have 32 slides to take you through. So we'll go quick, right? This is going to be quick. I cannot really cover everything that I should, right? But this will give you a kickstart. Okay? A kickstart that will come at the end with a gift that will take you to the end of the journey also, because my mentor told me one thing: when you teach something to somebody, don't leave them there, right? Take them with you. Okay, so I'm going to give you something that will take you with me, and I'm already carrying around 300 people with me with something like that. Okay, so let's go. Let's crack it for all of you. And for now, I think personal branding is being taught like a lot of people, lot of content. Just drop all the thoughts out of your head for some time. I have a very different perspective about everything. Everything that I say may or may not work for you. It's a disclaimer. So you have to figure a few things out for yourself as well. Okay. So we'll go through these major things, your challenges, because it's about you, not about me, right? Then comes what are the possibilities on LinkedIn, what is the attention and a niche based content, how to create sales channel through LinkedIn content, and how to create 100 pieces of content for LinkedIn in 1 week. Can I solve this problem for you today? Okay. Now, for 2, 3 people, can you tell me who have a feeling like, okay, LinkedIn is good, everybody is talking about it, but मेरा कुछ challenge है. I have a challenge because of which I'm not able to do it. I want to listen to those challenges. Ma'am, any challenge you have in operating on LinkedIn? Okay. Okay. You have a Facebook account, Instagram account. Did anybody teach you that? But how do you know that? You share, everything you share authentically, right? There is no filter. But suddenly, when it comes to LinkedIn, we have a filter of professionalism. Am I a professional? Right? So there was a lady from US who posted a photo in her bikini on a sea beach, right? And then a lot of people were commenting, "Oh, this is LinkedIn, not Instagram. Be professional." I said, "Bloody hell, the lady is a model. She is being professional. She is a bikini model. Any problems in that? No, right?" So, with regards to you and me, there are questions like this. There's a lot of LinkedIn police who will question your professionalism, right? And I crack that police every single day because I pick up absurd videos from social media and turn them into lead generating content. And I post those videos every third month, generate more leads and generate more money. The police can sit at home without no money. So this might be a professional guy having a 30,000 salary. I don't care about him, right? So before I say what I can achieve, I will gonna tell you what I have done already, so that you have a clear picture of what you might need to do on LinkedIn, right? I'm not gonna give you a fancy picture, okay? So I have personally written over 3,000 pieces of content in past 4 years, right? From the day I was sitting at the last bench, somebody was taking a masterclass like this in Gurgaon. March 16th of March 2019, my life changed, right? The guy's name is Sam Besla. Okay, I love him for all my, from the core of my heart to give me this workshop, right? From there, 3,000 pieces of content. I connect with at least 5 to 10 people every day, one to one. And these 5 to 10 people are not known people, these are strangers. And I go to them only asking one thing: I loved your profile, I love what you do, can I learn something from you? Till date. That's my job. I'm a networker hardcore. I need to connect with people I don't know. Once you're on my social media and I have your WhatsApp number, I will remove you from my social media. Because I have your WhatsApp number now. I don't need to catch up with you on social media. I'll catch up with you on coffee. One to one, right? That's where the business happens. Okay? I hosted 100 plus events like this. Meetups, it can be coffee meetups, it can be beer, whiskey, it can be an entire arena like this with 1800 people. I've done a 7 people event to a 2800 people event across India. We hosted over 10,000 people. That became my community. Never needed to go and cold sell anything. Right? People walked up to me and said, okay, let's work together. Okay? And that's where we build things. Focus on understanding what people want. So LinkedIn is a great space where you can understand their challenges. Once you understand their problem and solve it, it will be done. Create case studies. So people don't understand what can be done. They easily understand what is already being done. जो हो चुका है वो हमें जल्दी समझ में आता है. Right or not? सो जब इलॉन मस्क ने कहा कि रॉकेट वापस आएगा और हम पकड़ लेंगे, आर यू मैड? ऐसे थोड़ी होता है. इट्स अ ह्यूज रॉकेट. 20 floor building, he caught it like this. Using what language? C++. The most outdated programming language. Right? But after he has done, now people believe it. So you create a lot of case studies. It can be your own case study, your client's case study, or it can be any random case study that make people believe that this is possible. Right? So what I got out of all this, we created around 30 million content views, 1500 plus inbound leads, $300,000 worth of revenue generated, created and scaled successful community. We have now around 7,000 founders, investors created in the community, reached over 1,40,000 followers. Now, I had this number in 2021 also, 1,40,000. And it's been 3 years, I am not growing it. Tell me, if you are connected to 1,40,000 people, do you need to connect with more people on this planet? No, you don't. So how many of you are aware of a concept called 7 degrees of separation? So in the completely analog world, if I am connected to you and you are connected to someone and that person is connected to someone, I can reach the end of the world like Elon Musk or Prime Minister Modi with 7 people. Today, that is only 2 degrees of separation. Your first connection, your second connection, and your third connection on LinkedIn. You are done. Today, I can make 2 calls and reach PMO easily. It's very easy today. Why? Because we are connected very, very fast. So your personal connection need to be only 7,000 numbers in your phone to reach the entire planet. That's it. And I have those 7,000 now. So I don't need more. I have 21,000, 23,000 first connections on LinkedIn. I am done. Now what I need to build is my bank account. My bank account number is consistently growing. And by next 2 years, it will go into few millions. But there are people who will show you, oh, I have 7 lakh followers. But what are they doing? A job in a corporate with 70K salary, stuck in traffic every single day. I am not. Right? And they will take a webinar or a seminar like this for 5,000 bucks, 10,000 bucks. For me, it's like, okay, give it for free, close a deal for 2 lakhs after you get out of the stage. Make sense? Right? So this is what I do. So we did good collaborations. So anybody who's into service industry, your major crack on LinkedIn will be building collaborations. Right? So for ma'am, he's a skill trainer, right? So collaborating with big universities, collaborating with other skill trainers, right? Creating events like this together with certain people, right? That will help you build better. So by God's grace, I could serve all these brands in the past 4-5 years. They are not hundreds of numbers again. A lot of agencies, personal brand strategists will tell you, we have worked with hundreds of brands. No, you don't need hundreds of brands. You need 20 big brands to work with to make $1 million. Only 20 big brands, and I think a team of 10 people max, not more than that. I have only 2 people in my team that I pay directly. We are 3 only. We don't have an office. But if you ask me, Saurabh, do you have an army to operate on your projects? I have a global army of freelancers that I created for myself, right? Okay. Let's go down to how many of you are attention seekers? कभी सुना है word, oh, you are an attention seeker and you feel bad about it? Yes, no, maybe. What if I say, so you are an attention seeker? How will you feel? Not good, right? You will not feel good, right? I love it. Because in the entire content and social media game, the only business you are into is the attention seeking business. If you cannot seek the attention, you lose everything. So newspaper, media, news channels, what they do? आज का बड़ा खुलासा. They seek your attention. But do we ever know what does it mean by खुलासा? हमें लगता है बड़ा खुलासा बोल दिया मतलब कुछ बड़ा बताएंगे. खुलासा is a Urdu word which means brief, small. It's a Urdu, right? News channels, I don't know why they even use that word, correct? So it doesn't make any sense to me. So now there are people who are freelancers. There are startup founders who may be into B2C segment, right? And there can be people who hardcore into B2B. They don't need to talk to thousands of people. So I have divided this into 2 parts. One is attention seeking content, right? Where you need mass attention. So people like me need mass attention. If I need to host an event like this and invite 300 people, I need mass attention first. I don't care who's the target audience, right? Because I'll create them into my target audience. I'll create a need for them to buy my services. That's what we can do. But in a B2B space, it is not possible. There is a huge hierarchy you need to crack. You cannot, so majorly if you go B2C, there are 6 people in the hierarchy you need to crack. It's a 8 weeks job. You cannot create need in everybody's mind. Some boss will say, ये ज़रूरत नहीं है, छोड़. This is not required, right? And I think most of the B2B deals are lost at a VP or a CEO level. The junior people are agreeing to your sales. They will not. They are smart people, right? So before that, let's understand personal branding, right? And how many of you can clearly answer me a question? Who are you? So please. So if I ask you, who are you?
I mean, professionally or personally?
Okay. So the first thought in mind is, acha, professionally or personally? Right? Correct or not? Is it common to everyone? If somebody asks you, who are you? In a professional setting, you will say, I am so and so with so and so company. I am a founder of so and so company. I am a freelancer, right? And if your uncle, auntie in a family wedding setting ask, who are you? I am somebody's son, daughter. You know, मैं उनका बेटा हूँ, मैं उनकी बेटी हूँ. This is what happens. And in a strange world, you are like, why are you asking? Correct or not? No, let's say somebody walks up to you on a street, suddenly on a shopping mall. Okay, ma'am, who are you? Oh, why are you asking? You will get afraid, right? So there's 3 circles of identity that you have. One is your core identity, which you believe in, your value system, your goals, your achievements. So this is how we introduce ourselves, mostly, right? So if you ask me to introduce myself in this setting, I'll say, I'm a LinkedIn expert, a personal branding expert, influencer, so and so and so, right? Then there is a second layer of identity, which is called a relative identity. So you are a daughter, you are a son, you are a mother to someone, you are a sister to someone, a sister-in-law to someone, or a brother-in-law to someone. This identity is relative to who are you standing with. It will keep changing and revolving, correct? Then your third identity is your nationality. So if you are an Indian and you go to France, okay, who are you? I am an Indian. Is it a prompt answer? This is how we respond, right? I'm an Indian first. And if in India, if you are in Bangalore and somebody asks you, who are you? I'm a Delhiite. Very proud. तुझे पता है मेरा बाप कौन है, right? That type of Delhiite. So, and then there is a public identity. which is also perception. None of you know me. A few of you got to know me yesterday. Okay, but whatever you have in your mind right now of me is nothing but a perception I created. It's an illusion. So don't think you know me, right? Until unless you have spent at least 90 days working with me. Okay, so when these circles come together, it builds a personal branding identity. आपको इन सर्कल्स को क्लोज करना है, राइट? सो also, if you have seen people in Bollywood, in music industry, they keep a new name. You can always create a new identity for your professional self. You can create different identities, it's perfectly fine, right? So if I have to create social media identities, I'm an artist also. I can create an art page, right? I recently bought Lego blocks and Jenga blocks to create some art, visual 3D art. I can create that page also. I can teach people physics, students physics, right? My physics and maths are very, very strong. So they can be multiple identities. But what's my common identity? I'm solving a problem. I'm creating and generating more opportunities to earn more money. That's my core identity. So you have to build your own identity thinking what is that you can serve to the planet on a platter and they'll buy from you. Leave your product, leave your service, leave your business. Your identity at the core is solving problem. So I will not only solve a problem for my customers, right? So yesterday a guy called me at 9:30 in the morning. He said, I am Parth and I don't know him. He said, I came from Delhi to this place. Now you are a speaker. Can you arrange me a pass? They are saying it's all sold out. I'm like, who are you? I don't know. He said, then I had a video with Shraddha Sharma and you shared it. I'm like, okay, now I remember who are you, right? So I came to the venue. He was standing outside the gate because God did not let him. Then I had a problem to solve to get him a pass. And then said, if nothing happens, you be my assistant today. Nobody will stop you anywhere. It's a problem solving activity, right? You can solve a problem for anyone, anywhere. Okay. So this is what I do. Now, when you create a lot of niche based content, you don't need to create a lot of content when it comes to niches, right? Niches, any specific industry you are working on. So for ma'am, it's soft skills, communication skills, and maybe the etiquettes in the corporate world, right? Okay. So you don't need to create a lot of content. You need to create very specific content that helps people understand that they have a problem and they need to solve, right? Collaborations and partnerships, you won't get a lot of attention here. You'll get maybe 3 likes, 5 views, but those people can be good business, right? B2B leads, right? High ticket leads. So low reach, high business value. So measure your content not with the number of views or likes or comments, but with the business value, right? I'm going to show you some samples later, which created almost 5 to 10 lakh rupees in one post, right? Okay. So you build an authority, you go slow and steady, you deliver something really great, but at the end, over a period of 1 or 2 years, you will end up becoming an influencer somehow. That will also always a possibility. This is a very high educational content. You are educating people consistently about your subject, about their problems, and a lot of other things. Discuss the problems, not anything else. You discuss the problems, the impact that can happen after you solve a problem, right? And don't create problem statements, take problem statements from the people, right? Because in the sales they taught me a beautiful thing. They said, when you say something, they will take an objection, but when they say any shit, it is true and they will buy into it, right? So I believed in that concept and it always worked with me, right? Discuss the problems, book a demo calls. So your CTA here will majorly be booking a demo call, right? Whether you are a service industry or startup or all, you think of demo call. Whether you take it or your team does not matter. Initially, you take it at least 100 calls so that you really understand what is their problem. Do you need a pivot? Do you need to change the offer, right? Anything else like that. Then comes attention seeking. I am a hardcore attention seeker and I love it. Okay. Now, yesterday we did something about I love sales and I love money. Today, who loves attention? Do you love attention? Can we say I love attention? नहीं थोड़ा एनर्जी डालो यार. I love attention. Oh, awesome. Great. So, little bit better. We'll do it again. Okay. So, attention seeking is for anybody, B2C business, where you can reach to masses. Any common product. For example, personal branding today is a common product. I can sell it to anyone practically, to even a student. The ticket size will change only. If the ambassador of Dubai comes to me for personal branding, it is 10 lakhs. For a student, it is 10,000 also. Does not matter, right? So, coaches, trainers, educators, anything you are directly selling online, a small product which is where you need not talk. So we call it a samosa ticket. How many of you are aware of the concept of samosa ticket? Okay. So when you are creating a product service and you go to strangers, okay, keep a small ticket size where they can take a risk without talking to you. So you have seen a lot of 150 rupees workshops, and 999 webinars. What is that? You don't talk to it. You don't say, okay, I need a one-on-one call to sign up for that. But then you attend a webinar. Okay. So this entire event, you might have paid $1,000 or 3,000 rupees or 5,000 rupees to buy a ticket. It's a samosa ticket. You don't need a sales team to talk to you to buy that. You just buy it because you see something good on a website. Then once you come here in the room and you attend the entire thing, wow, this is great. Correct? And then you might buy something else. Correct? So fintech, edtech, health tech are the common problems. So for any human being on the planet, there are 4 common things: personal development, money, health, and your education. Any such products can be sold by organic content. Personally, I have now started running my ads after 4 years because my partner was like, no, let's go big. Okay. So he's running ads, I'm still going organic. My ratio of lead generation and closing is much higher than him. He spent 70,000 on ads last week. I did not spend a single penny. I reposted my content from 6 months ago, generated equal amount of leads again, generated more sales again, booked more calls again. And now he is like, okay, let me learn from you. Right? But I said, okay, you don't need to learn from me. This is what I can manage. You run the ads. Okay? You can build communities. So a lot of times when you launch a SaaS product or anything like that, you can also create a wait list. You start creating a buzz. Okay, something is coming. I am brewing something. You must have seen a lot of landing pages like that where they say join the wait list. So when you want people to join your wait list or sign up for your free newsletter or let's say if you tomorrow you write a book, right? Okay, and you want people to join the wait list to buy your book or do the pre-booking, that's where the mass content and attention-seeking content will come into picture, right? So think of it, you create a post about an upcoming book and 500 people join the wait list. Now when the book comes, all you have to do is send an email to these 500 people and at least 100 will buy, right? So that's how it goes. Getting attention from people who don't even need you but will talk about you. So I'm a hardcore attention seeker because there's one thing, you may not need me today, ma'am, right? You may not buy my services, but you will remember me for a lifetime now at least. And let's say any college that you work with or any corporation that you work with, somewhere in the conversation says, okay, we need someone with LinkedIn or social media or branding. You'll say, okay, I heard Saurabh that day, this is the LinkedIn profile. I have built entire business like that, right? So I don't care who the person is. I don't follow the target market concept. I talk to everyone, right? So that's where attention seeking comes when it's a samosa ticket, a B2C product, right? So how to build a sales channel via LinkedIn profile? Very, very simple, no complication. I am not an automation guy. So I'm going to teach you everything which is manual. You find someone who can automate that also. But LinkedIn pe automation ज़्यादा try mat karna. LinkedIn will block you, right? Very fast. They do it very fast. Okay. So one is you created content. Now, in this area of content creation, I hired a lady 3 years ago. I asked her, gave her entire strategy and everything. Then she posted for like around 15 posts in 45 days. And she said, Saurabh, nothing happened. Like every third day you are posting one small post and in 45 days, what are you expecting? Should I publish you on Forbes for that? It's a long game. For me, it was 8 months. For you, it can be 1 month. For somebody, I'm going to show you an example. It was only 7 posts. He got funded actually. On 7th post, this startup founder got funded, right? And he's a big name today. Okay. One, you get attention. So valuable content. Again, content कुछ भी हो सकता है. You have to create valuable content. Value जिसमें है. And value is again perceived always, right? Value is never one thing. It's different for different people, right? So yesterday what we spoke about the pain thing, right? The more pain, more the value, right? If you create more value, it will attract right set of people to you, right? So how many females have a challenge on social media that absurd boys will come and they tease and they talk bullshit? How many women have a problem? Huh? So a lot of women shows me this thing that sort of, as soon as you get active on social media, a lot of unnecessary boys comes in, men comes in, they tease you, send you bad messages. Let me tell you, there is something bad with your profile first. And I'll tell you how. Yesterday I met one of my friends. She's a very big personality and she has worked with led teams at Meta and all everything. She's 45 now. And I again pushed her like मेरे साथ बैठोगे तो I'll talk only content and भाई तुम्हारा वीडियो नहीं आया कल कोई है ना. And she created a new profile naming it Your Friendly Neighborhood Auntie. I'm like, ma'am, this is not US. This is India. Not even a single post on the profile. Got around 100 messages. Are you single? Can we meet over beer? I'm like, your branding will screw you completely. This is not US where the friendly neighborhood auntie concept is actually friendly. This is where they think something very, very different. Right? So that entire thing has something wrong with your profile or the way you deal with things. After that, I'm giving you a pure medicine, pure poison medicine to kill this thing. Any message comes, do not respond, block. Whenever you even feel somebody is not right, block immediately. Today, the thing is equally good for men also, right? Because you get stuck into stupid conversations because somebody is talking sweet to you, nothing happens. Block immediately. Then there will be people who will only drop a hello. They will not talk agenda. Only hello. Then you have to get the agenda out of their head. No, don't waste time. Okay? Then when you're putting valuable content again and again, right, you gain more attention. So if I see somebody's post once, I'm like, okay, good. I like it only. Then I see another post. Then I see another one. Then I end up commenting. Then I actually recall this person in my mind or maybe save this profile so that I can go back and read that content. Correct? That's where so the person has already sold me something, at least his free content, right? Then let's say this person says, okay, I'm hosting a masterclass and I'm going to explain you much in more details. What will happen? I'll sign up. Simple process, right? Okay, so if they give you attention again and again, they will also take the actions, right? If they are giving your attention again and again, they will also take the actions you have asked them to take. Because after reading content, people don't know what to do. So you need to tell them what to do now, right? So you write a small line, maybe book a call, go to my website, check out my WhatsApp community or something like that. Then invite people. If you ask for it, they will give it to you. Don't be shy. So a lot of people send me a connection request and they forget without a message, right? Now think of it like this. Somebody is knocking your door. What will you do? Open the door and just come in. This is what people do. They accept only. They don't talk. So when I accept, I sit one day on a Sunday, 2 hours. I accept all the connection requests that I want to, and then I send them a message. Hello, nice talking to you. Welcome to my network. This is my community if you would like to join. And I would also like to know what inspired you to connect with me. Then I ask a question. If they answer, we are in a communication. High chances we'll be selling something to each other in a week or two, right? Which mostly happens, right? Okay, now price chemistry of content. Anjali, I can't see timer here. Okay, we have 25 minutes. Okay. So this is what I created. I love chemistry. These are benzene rings. I used to love a lot in my organic chemistry days. So price chemistry of content, you need to go with these things. You need to make it personalized. You need to make it readable. You need to make it interactive, sustainable, high LTV content. One of my posts is active for 3 years now. Another one of my posts is active for almost 1.5 years now. It has already got like 7,000 likes, around 2,000 comments. People are still sharing it, they still like it. What does it give me? A lot of attention, right? That's what I want. And make it enjoyable. Don't make your content boring. Okay, today you have a lot of tools to make it enjoyable, and emojis, and you can create a lot of faces. So let's go. Personalize, simple. Understand your target audience. Like we spoke yesterday, you need to really understand your target audience and then talk to them heart to heart, like you are talking to a friend. Don't be generic, and talk straight. Let them feel bad about whatever they feel bad about. It's okay, right? So if I am talking to you and if I have a straight advice for them, I will stop and say, can I give you a straight advice? You will feel bad about it, and then I'll give it. Now I have already told you will feel bad about it, so they will not feel bad about it, right? So make it readable. Don't create huge pieces of content without spacing, without making breaks or anything. So the more white pages you have, right? So see this page. It's entire white. Your focus on this slide will be the only word readable. Nothing else, right? Then comes interactive. Keep it very interactive. Talk like you talk to your friends. Don't be professional in any form of content. And please do not use ChatGPT unnecessarily. You can write. You know why? Because you talk every single day to so many people. The way you talk, if you start just jotting down those notes, you will not need ChatGPT every day, right? Make it sustainable. Sustainable means pick up some topics that are true for today will be true for tomorrow. So whenever somebody asks me, Saurabh, I have a problem in networking, communication, and this and that, I have a TEDx video from Dubai that was shot in 2013. I still share that video. Okay, 20 minutes, watch this video. Your basics will be sorted, then you start networking. Advanced level, we will talk later. People don't need advanced level because they don't know the basics. They start the basics, they go into advanced automatically. So make it sustainable that whatever is happening today should happen tomorrow. I am not a very big fan of trend shooting. There are a lot of trends that happen. I am not a big fan of that because they die within a day or two or max in a week. But it takes a lot of courage and effort to build them. So we do it for the brands because they like it. I personally don't. I am more of a sustainable person. So that's why the followership is not growing. Because if I follow every trend that comes to the market, every Zomato ad, every Ola controversy, it will grow like amazing, right? If I talk about rack to riches stories on LinkedIn, it will grow like crazy. The following will grow. But will my customer base grow? Will my bank balance grow? No. Right? So wo chahiye. Make it enjoyable, right? Have some jokes into it, have a little sarcasm into it. Again, your most amazing part of you being enjoyable is you being you. Don't be someone else, right? Then comes three major purpose of content. No, majorly three. There are three purpose of content. One is educate and inform, right? So education is the biggest part, which is what we call in the sales funnel awareness. So sales funnel is double A, triple R: awareness, acquisition, retention, revenue, referral. So in education and information is all about creating more and more awareness, right? Then comes entertainment. Entertain. If you only create education, people will get bored. We are humans, right? We need to be entertained all the time. We need something lucrative. We need something exciting, correct? So add a piece of entertainment. That's where the humor, a bit of sarcasm, all these things come into picture. And also that's why meme marketing became a thing. Think of it, people were anyway floating a lot of jokes around, and then one guy, he's very, very amazing man, right? I know him personally, created an amazing 300 crore influencer marketing agency. He said, okay, people are anyway floating so many jokes. What if I do a brand positioning on this joke? And took it to Unilever first. Everybody has seen Amul ads, right? They do entertainment, right? The same mascot, but the dialogues change. It's entertaining. What happens? You start sharing. Oh, see what is this all about today, right? There's a new joke today. So they pick up trends also, but the mascot remains same. That the diagram remains same, right? So it's entertainment. And then you inspire. People move when they are inspired. So if I share with you that, okay, there are a lot of followers I have, everything is good, and my profile looks very beautiful, but I don't make money, will you be inspired? We are sitting in a business setting on a business day. We all traveled from different places. We invested our money. And if we are not getting ROI, I am not inspired. I will be sitting at home and relaxing and sleeping maybe. So you inspire people by either your personal case studies or your client's case studies. Now, case study is a very simple thing. This is what it was. This is where I came in. This is what happened. 3 slides, your case study should be over. If it is not required more. If it doesn't require a lot of explanation, 3 slides is more than enough. Right? Then let's create 100 pieces of content for you. Are you ready? So just tell me a bit. I'll take a 1 minute break. How is it going for you right now? Are you able to digest what I'm saying? Is it simple? Is it simple? Did I complicate anything for you? No, perfect. Thank you. Okay. So let's create 100 pieces of content. Now, before I share this, I need a commitment that you will genuinely create it. Right? But yes, in these 100 pieces of content, after 100 days from today, either something will drastically change in your life, right? Or at least 10,000 people will know that you exist on this planet and you have a business and you are creating something amazing. And I personally believe every idea is $1 billion idea. The only problem is it is not even taken to the market. How will it become the $1 billion idea, right? So, make a list of 20 myths about your product service industry. Do you think every industry has some sort of a myth, right? So, in terms of using I have a lot of myths. I am not a technically automated wala person, so I have a lot of myths, right? So, what happened? I signed up for an agency call, one-to-one call, and I landed on the call. Nobody showed up from the agency side. We wanted to hire an agency. So this guy never showed up. I said, okay, I emailed him again. No. But his automation is running. Saurav, we got your requirements. We'll be sending you a proposal tomorrow. Okay. Next day, I receive a proposal with some other company's name on it, not my company name, and the cost of like $5,000, this and that and all. And then I emailed them again. Bro, you are using automation, but use it with a brain at least. You did not even show up on my call and you are thinking that I will buy something from you. And your automation is not stopping actually, right? So AI and automation both are most amazing things I would say in the world today. There are people like me who are born in 90s who don't understand it much. We have a lot of myths, correct? So Nikhil is here, right? I see his ads and he starts like this. Said, तुम वो ना जो chat GPT से थोड़ा बहुत content लिखवा लेते हो, right? But there is much more to it. Don't you think that will excite me to watch this entire webinar or workshop that he operates? Right? So I need somebody to break my myths about Web3, about automation. So now for automation, one of my partners came into picture. He said, okay, you don't even see automation. I will 100% take care of it. I said, even best. I'll go to Kerala, attend huddle. Right? So he's taking care of that, right? So can you make a list of 20 myths? Now, if you cannot make the list, I will always encourage you to really research on it one to one personally without using any AI first. Without using any AI first, because that will help you go deep into your target audience and talk to them. Right? Right? Then you might find more than 20. 20 is a magic number. Believe you me, you will find 7, 8 very, very easily. And then you will force yourself a little bit and you will reach 13, 14. Manually, I'm saying. After that, it will be real hard work to find another 6, 7. Those 6, 7 will bring you maximum customers. Because those are the deep hidden myths that people don't speak easily. right? So when somebody start ghosting anybody, where we have sent a proposal or anything and they don't talk, they suddenly go evolve completely. I literally write a message to them, very simple. Said, I know money can be a problem, and I think we can work on it. Let's talk. People don't want to say that I don't have money. You lose maximum sales there on that one line. How hard it is to say, okay, I feel you, and I know that money can be a challenge. But what I have can really help you over a period of 3 to 6 months, and I will solve your money problem. He'll buy you. He will buy whatever you sell. So there are a lot of myths. Find out those myths. Then you can go to ChatGPT, put entire list, create more content around it. Then you go manual, edit it. So it's an effort for sure, right? But it will produce results. Then comes 20 problems people face in your industry. Every industry has problems. Your customer audience has a problem, right? So make a list of 20 problems that people face in your industry. Make a list of 20 best practices in your industry. Every industry has some best. So what is that I'm teaching for you on LinkedIn? Whatever I'm teaching you is nothing but best practices of LinkedIn, right? Optimize your profile, create a content in so and so way, have a certain frequency. These are the best practices for social media or LinkedIn, right? Then we go to make a list of 20 things that are like secrets in your industry, right? So what are the secrets in your industry? So a lot of times what you feel is normal, right, is a very deep secret for a layman, correct? So think of it, when you attend this entire huddle. So I am not just attending huddle and meeting people, I'm also seeing how well organized this is with so many people, right? You just scan a QR code and your lanyard is out. Otherwise, mostly what happens, you go and you take your name, then every volunteer is searching for a lanyard of the already printed name, right? Correct or not? Now, for that small automation is normal for these people, but for someone like me who's seeing it first time, it is like magic. Wow, मैं video बनाऊँ एक, right? It is good. I'll show it to my conferences in Delhi also, right? That this can be done. You need not waste so much time of the volunteers and screw them up, right? So there are a lot of secrets like that, correct? There are so many LinkedIn secrets where you can place your social media links, place your newsletter links, but they're very simple. Entire LinkedIn profile is like a Google form to fill, nothing else. I can make it like a secret and show you, and you will buy a 20,000 worth of course for that, right? So no need to buy any courses for LinkedIn like that. Okay, make a list of 20 life lessons from your industry. Now this is generic, but every industry gives you a different life lesson. So I was in mechanical first, it gave me different life lessons. Then I went into insurance sales, different lessons, channel sales, traveling the world, different lessons. And the biggest lesson I've got into my life is a person with a 40,000 salary can stand up one day and become so rich that he can buy a Rolls Royce like potatoes. This guy became everything in front of me. He was one of my mentors. And I've seen him Dubai walk into shorts and flip flops into a Rolls Royce showroom and said, "This is my debit card, I want this one." And then next day he did it with a Tesla. Right? So I have seen very, very different things. So I believe in magic perfectly well, that life can change overnight. We have seen it in pandemic also, right? Everything changed overnight. Something happened, we had no idea what to do. So you will have a lot of life lessons. When I wrote these 20 life lessons in one post, I closed a unicorn client. They said we need this type of storytelling for our influencer campaign, right? And it was a very small project, but yes, it was a big case study for me. Okay, so this is five things into 20 becomes 100. So you work a week on exploring this, making all the list, creating the content, and then LinkedIn has a wonderful feature where you can schedule your content. And if you use a bit of more AI, you just share the content and it will give you a graphic also within a few seconds. You don't need to really use Canva to create graphics now. You can use basics, right? And I always encourage people to invest a little money in doing a personal photo shoot, because it is personal branding. The more people see your face, the more they know you, the energy transfer happens, right? It becomes really, really great. Okay. Now, why video content? How many of you are not comfortable creating video content? Not comfortable creating video content. Okay. If you are not comfortable creating video content, hire someone first who is a good behind the camera person, who will not scold you for mistakes, who will not say keep your eye on the camera, right? It's okay not having eye on the camera, because you cannot talk to a camera. And I'll give you a trick for that. You have these smiley stickers, have it on the camera, talk to that sticker, right? You will never lose focus on camera, correct? So why video content? Because video content is the most authentic content today. Any text or graphic today can be created by AI, whether you have a knowledge of that subject or not. How do I trust you that you know this already? So I have personally met a lot of people, brilliant on social media, brilliant everywhere. You meet them on a setting like this, they'll be shivering to talk to you. What happened to your entire knowledge that you share on social media? No, no, we use a bit of AI for that. I'm like, okay. Then comes consistency. If you block one day of your life, invite a camera guy at home or any place, or a co-working space, or if you want a very fancy setting, book a Airbnb. How much it will cost you? 4,000, 5,000 a day. The camera guy will cost you 10,000 per day. Correct? And you already have created those 100 pieces of content. Written script you have already, right? Now, can you shoot 50 videos in a day? 52-minute videos. If you do it one day, you will be pro at videos. Make it bad, then hire an editor to make it better. But initially, I will say go raw. Be authentic, no editing required, nothing required, right? LinkedIn pay, you can share 1 minute video to a 10-minute video. Go with 1 minute videos. So this is how entire Nas.io got created. Nusser started traveling the world. He started a YouTube page and shared around the world in 1 minute. He used to visit a city or a country, created a video. He used to personally edit for 4 5 hours and like 1 minute video for one city. He did it 1,000 videos, 3 years consistently, right? But after 100 videos, he started getting brand collaborations. He started making money, right? Then this entire Nas.io became, today it's maybe a 20 $30 million company, right? She still travels the world. Now he's taking the entire community to travel with him. Lot of things he's doing now, right? And then energy. When you talk, you have a visual energy. You have a voice and a speech, which means you are engaging four senses of a human being. They can't only smell you, they can listen to you, they can see you, and in video you can entertain things better. Correct? Because if you learn a bit of editing, it's good. And I always say to everyone, so there are a lot of people who will say me, यार time नहीं है. इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ एक दिन, one day, with a cameraman, don't do everything yourself. That okay, I will set up the camera, I will set up the tripod, I will sit, I will have a pages of the script. No, take a little help. This 15 to 20,000 investment in your own content is a 3 month worth of investment. If you can shoot 30 40 videos, post one video every second day, it's 100 days content. And you will get from your target audience that how they're liking you, right? Now, no need to write things. कुछ नहीं करना अभी. It becomes very, very easy, right? Believe you me, I was the guy who used to talk standing behind my mother till the age of like till 12th standard. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Have just a cameraman who can comfort you. Don't have a cameraman who is a very, no, this is not right, that is not right, who's scolding you in front of camera. You will get even more nervous, right? Have a camera person who can make you very comfortable. Okay? My camera girl is a 27-year-old wonderful woman. She does all the photo shoots, brand shoots for us, and she's chill, completely chill. right? She'll be like, okay, let me order food, let me order some drink, let me order coffee for you. So she'll pamper you like crazy. And then she'll get done everything she wants for the day, right? Okay, we have 8 minutes to go. Okay, let's check out some success stories now. Who all are open for success stories, right? So I'm gonna show you some pieces of content that worked for me, kind of pieces, very easy to create, okay? Now, first is a Yes Bank. How many of your Yes Bank got bankrupt during pandemic and before that, right? And then they came out with a 16,000 crore profit after 3 years, right? So I'm a Yes Bank customer. They send me an entire emailer of this entire thing. Like they send it to everybody, not only me. But I said, okay, let's convert this into a piece of content. That it's a great case study, right? So we created this entire case study, got around 500,000 views. Even the marketing VP of Yes Bank contacted me, said thank you. We are still friends. We are not doing any business together. We chit chat sometimes, right? Makes sense. This comes a testimonial post where one of my students shared that she made 5 lakhs a month, right? So I teach freelancing to people. I help agency owners become better with content and everything. So this post got around 351 likes, 332 comments, 150 leads. Now, when did I share this piece? On the same day when she shared with me? No, I waited. So when I was going to launch my next batch, just before that I shared it and I said I'm going to start my next batch in next 15 days. If you're interested, say yes in the comments. Don't share a Google form to fill. If people fill the Google form directly, the engagement will not grow. Let people say yes in the comments. 300 people said yes in the comments. And then we commented to their comment, this is a Google form link, now fill and apply for the cohort. 150 leads got generated, 5 lakh worth of revenue happened during that. Now who says ad spend nahi kar sakta, marketing budget nahi hai mere paas? Do you need a marketing budget for this? No, you don't need it, right? So I created another one where there's always a fight between the CEOs and CFOs talking about whether to invest money in training or not. So a wonderful case study for you as well, right, ma'am? So this again got me an inbound unicorn client, right? They became amazing with me, right? So these are some of the posts we created, going good. These are generic case studies. This is nothing much for us, but this was the most amazing thing, right? Okay, thank you for making me quit my job and believe in myself. I earned a lakh in June, a lakh in July, and prepared to make 1.5 lakh in August. This girl had a 15,000 salary. The first day I asked her, leave your job, start freelancing. She just went out of the coffee shop like I asked for her kidney. And she said, he's some stupid who's like, trying to get my job also. Right? After 30 days, she calls me again, okay, let me try. And then she tried, and this happened. So the conversation, the first meeting that happened, it was May. June, July, August, she made 1 lakh each month. Why? Because she was already good at LinkedIn. She was just not selling things. I just pushed her to sell things, right? So this is again some people making 6 figures income. This is someone from Indian Army. So I have some Indian Army colonels and generals also working with me, right? They created a story. This post, it is not visible correctly here, but it got around 2.5 million views in 2 days, 4,800 new followers, right? And this colonel was about to retire. He got 18 job offers after this, right? He's right now studying in IIM Bangalore and he will get into a job very soon. Now, this is the case study I was talking about. Have got 40K views in 6 hours. LinkedIn is magic, Saurabh Goyal. Also got an angel investor and commit 50 lakhs in my startup through this. Tell me who is this startup? You have seen a picture there. There is a product picture. Tell me who is this startup? This is Petal, Shark Tank fame. All Shark deal. Right? Me and Aditya were talking in 2021 during like kind of end of pandemic, and he was like, I need urgent funding and this and that. I said, you have a great product, you are doing great sales, you have a showroom in one of the most posh markets in Delhi. Why are you not talking on LinkedIn? Said, okay, let me try. He started posting one post a week only. Now, this post was also very amazing, actually, right? This post was not a normal post. Not every founder thinks about that, right? So he spoke about this product, a matka, a pital ka matka, and he said how they grow the sales after a customer's feedback. So a customer gave them a feedback to have a tap on this matka. And after that, they sold worth 2 crores of these matkas. This is what an investor is interested in. If you are a startup, investor is not interested in your process, your beauty, your AI. No. He's interested how much money you can make him. Simple and straight. You can't make them money, they are not interested. They are investors. They are the most shrewd business owners on the planet, right? Okay. So let's connect to take action together. This is a QR code. You can join my community. Okay. Now, once you join this community from here, you will land on a page where I will approve you to give you entrance in my community. Then once you join the main central WhatsApp group of entire India and globe, then you can ask me to join any city group that you need to. So we don't entertain city group request, but there is a specific group made only for LinkedIn content, right? So now I'm not going to leave you without a homework. I have still 3 minutes to go. But before that, any questions, any specific 1 or 2 questions that we can take quick and fast? Any questions? Any questions from the crowd? Okay. Okay. Take the mic.
So if the personal content, I mean, you are saying the personal branding stuff, no, personal videos and all, will it backfire in the sense like if it's not that amazing,
No, it will not.
it will not?
See, people will, maybe there will be some people who will judge you. So I'll give you an example. My English grammar was very bad. I used to write content. I had no idea of using tools, right? I said I'm kind of a no tool guy, right? So somebody actually, commented beep, beep, beep. And then, when you have a bad grammar, why do you even write? He was abusing me in comments. Then my friend told me, Saurabh, there's a tool called Grammarly. You can use it. It will become better. So I just met ma'am and I asked her, was I good on stage yesterday? Is my grammar okay? She said, who cares? Your entire presentation was good. So see, you don't have a practice, it's okay, it will not backfire. And if it backfires, good, it's a feedback. So don't be afraid. You know what, we are afraid of taking an action because of everything that may or may not happen. See, fear is real in imagination. Success is also real in imagination. Think of success. That okay, I'll create a video, I'll go out and video creation can be as simple as you open up whatever tool you have if you are building a SaaS tool or any product and you do it on Zoom call. Your photo is very small, nobody will notice that. People will focus on the product and the demo side of things. Make sense? Okay, now 50 seconds to go and there is a homework. Who's ready for some good homework? Okay. Okay, very less people. So to all these 7-8 people, and I'll always tell you, my agenda today is to change one life, not all the lives in the room. And I know one will change in next 90 days. Okay. So all you have to do is after you join my community and you become part of the LinkedIn group, you have आज कितनी तारीख है? Today is 29th, right? So you start from 7th of December, whatever is the next Monday comes after a week. In this week, you have created your 100 pieces of content. From that day, you start posting. You tag me on every piece of content, right? And so that I know that you are posting. You post that link into my group, okay? Day 1, day 2, day 3, you mention it consistently, okay? And if you do it for 90 days, you let me know with the entire document that these are 90 posts we have done for complete 90 days. Right? Okay? I will personally offer you my entire business development course worth 45,000 for free. But you have to come to me after posting that 90 posts. Right? I have given this homework in this year at least in 5 conferences. Till date, nobody has done it. I don't know why. I have given it to students, I have given to corporate professionals, to startup founders. Nobody has done it, but whosoever has done it got investors, got money, got 6 figures income. Right? Done? Okay. So we are done. I am here for entire day today and tomorrow as well. Anybody who would like to have a chat outside, my LinkedIn you all know now, right? So you can just drop me a message. And in this community, you will also get my WhatsApp number and everything else.
So, on behalf of all of us, I would like to extend my immense gratitude to Sir So it was an engaging and encouraging session. So now we have a small token of gratitude. So I would like to invite Mr. Sagir sir from Kerala Startup Mission to hand over the gratitude of token.